Hey, welcome to Rockoli, a record collecting show made by a record collector. And this week I want to talk about your taste in music.
Get ready for Rockoli, bringing music to you. Rockoli, rock and roll, metal and country too. Get ready for the record of the week. Get ready for Rockoli.
Alright, so I watch a ton of vinyl community videos, and part of record collecting to me is, sharing music. And when you guys get excited about albums, it piques my interest, and I like to check them out. So, and I like to share music with you guys. It's kind of like, that is the vinyl community to me, is this cool way we go about, sharing our collections with each other and exposing each other to new music and new artists. So, first up, we have a band called Eat Skull, and this is the album titled 3. And this was brought to my attention by Mark Wald of Vinyl Crush. He has a really cool channel, and anyway, he had said he picked this up and was just really enamored with it. It's a psychedelic rock album released in 2013, but really fuzzy, just psychedelic, really cool. My only complaint with this, and it's really cheap, I think I got this for $8, $10. So the vinyl, you can still get it on maybe their Bandcamp or even Amazon, I think. But so relatively inexpensive, but the sound quality is not very good. The songs are good, just kind of disappointed with the pressing. So maybe it'll get a remaster and they'll come out. But really good album in it, and but I would recommend just listening to it on Spotify. Okay, next up we have Randy Holden, Population 2. This is incredible. The musicianship and guitar on this album is just fantastic. This is one of those, the definition of a hidden gem, especially from that 70s classic rock era. Oh, just amazing guitar. And even songs about guitar on this album, just love it. So if you're a guitar lover, definitely recommend this album. Love the vocal delivery on here too, and the just that classic 70s style production. Very cool. Recommended by Dylan at Noble Records. Dylan has had a channel for a long time. We've got to see his journey into starting a record store in North Carolina, and I ventured over to North Carolina here recently. Got to meet Dylan in person, and anyway, this was the album he recommended to me, and I absolutely love it. Very cool, and from what I understand, this reissue would not exist without Dylan's involvement. So very cool. Dylan, if you haven't checked out his channel, always has just a wealth of these hidden gems he's trying to bring light to, and just really cool to hear his thoughts on owning a record store and just record collecting in general. But this album, definitely highly recommend. Alright, so this album I picked up on my own. Really dug this grunge album from Silverchair, Frog Stomp. Love I just can't believe that these guys were 15 years old when this came out. Just blows my mind. Very cool album. So anyway, I posted this on Instagram, and the Omaha introvert, Hannah, she had suggested, she said if you like that album, she said her favorite album is Diorama by Silverchair. She said it sounds nothing like Frog Stomp, but you should check it out. So, picked it up, and she's right. It is definitely There's some grunge sound on a few tracks, but for the most part, very different. Still rock, but the production is way more clean and even orchestral at times, but very, very cool. I've spun this one a lot, probably even more so than Frog Stomp, and I really liked Frog Stomp, or still like Frog Stomp, and I still like Frog Stomp, but this one is really good, probably maybe underrated. From them, I don't see a lot of posts about this album, but it's a nice, more pop rock, but definitely a solid album, solid rock album. So definitely check out Diorama. Oh, now this is cool. Okay, so Big Sugar, Hemi Vision, but first I got to talk about. Okay, so I posted Our Lady of Peace on Instagram, and got a lot of folks from Canada giving me suggestions of other Canadian bands, and one of them was from my buddy, or my internet buddy, Dave. He was like, "Oh, I've got to send you Big Sugar." And so this is a VCLT. So he sent me this. I had no idea what he was sending me. Never heard of Big Sugar, but put this on, and oh my goodness, I've been obsessed with this. It's like this blues rock, Zeppelin, Rush, jazz fusion with 90s production. I love it. Just love the vocals, the guitar, the bass, everything on here. I just really dig it, and it boggles my mind that these guys aren't more well known in the U.S. So, hey, Canada, you guys got some hidden rock gems over there. Love Our Lady Peace, but Big Sugar, this is just fantastic, and many thanks to Dave for sending this to me. I just can't. Just a very cool VCLT. So excited to have it, and they just recently had a Record Store Day reissue of 500 Pounds. Also really good. Definitely way more blues rock. So this is my favorite by them, but still very good. Very good stuff. Definitely check out Big Sugar. Okay, so next, I believe it was Sarah from Banger TV. Really cool metal channel, very popular, but she was just like gushing about Megaton Sword. So traditional heavy metal, kind of these fantasy themed lyrics, and I'm usually not so into that. Like I really love Dio, but for the most part, was never really drawn into the fantasy side of hard rock metal. But this is awesome. I love this album. Listened to this album many times. It's so good. But if you can get a copy of this on vinyl, it sounds great. And if you love traditional heavy metal, this is fantastic. So this has gotten a lot of praise over the last year, and for good reason, because it's an incredible album. The riffs on here are amazing. I love the cover art, just the overall aesthetic, and the band is just kick ass. So definitely worth checking out. Megaton Sword. Okay, and then in the same vein as that traditional heavy metal sound, this is Eternal Champion with their Ravening Iron album, and again, just a fantastic album. I would rank it slightly under Megaton Sword, but still really like it. Again, fantasy themed lyrics, but it's hard to beat that Megaton Sword album, but this is close. Really good. And this was brought to my attention by Gonilock. Has a fantastic channel. He definitely is more on the extreme side of metal, but he brings to light just a lot of niche bands, and very knowledgeable about metal in general. He has these really funny episodes he'll do, or he calls them the bastardization of certain genres. So I absolutely love the one on doom metal. He has one that's on thrash metal too. Just really funny. He gives the like his version of history, and dude is just hilarious. But anyway, has great taste in music, and so when he mentions like music and the lighter side of metal, I will check him out. I'm still trying to get into more extreme or harsh metal with those really harsh vocals, but this has clean vocals and like I said, is in that traditional heavy metal sound, and really good if that is your cup of tea. Finally, I have Drab Majesty. This was suggested to me by my internet cohort friend over at Spinning at 33 RPM, and has such great taste in music. We have back and forth convos all the time on Instagram, and just talking music, and he shares a lot of just incredible bands with me, but Drab Majesty is one of them. And if it's a modern band, but they have it like embodied like that Joy Division, New Order, Bauerhaus, kind of was a post-punk new wave sound, and I really like this. So it's like this dream pop, like straight 80s. Even like the music videos for the singles have that 80s vibe, and it's just has great atmosphere. Kind of like maybe shoegazy at times, but really, really good. So I ended up getting, I think, all their releases. It's like even the demo album is also really good. Show you here, but all of them are really good. I don't think you can go wrong picking any of them up. But check them out. Like I said, if you like Joy Division, New Order, I think you'll really dig Drab Majesty. Well, that's it for this week, guys. I took your suggestions, listened to them, and pretty much loved them all. So I'd love to hear any other suggestions you have my way. So if you've been obsessing over an album, new, old, whatever, I'd be interested in knowing about it. And maybe I'll check it out and let you know what I think. So you just had a healthy dose of Rockoli. I'll see you next time.